were telling me you brought me not only expired pancake mix, but gluten-free expired pancake mix.
Yes.
Thank you.
But it's probably pretty good because surprisingly, the gluten-free stuff that we sell at work is actually pretty, there's chocolate chip cookies that we have that I thought were just gonna be the grossest thing ever, but they're really crunchy. That's the difference. It's just this weird, it's like a chocolate chip cracker almost, like a thick.
I like
it's just
soft.
crunchy. Well, yeah, normally, but it's I don't know, they're surprisingly good. They could be a cereal.
Hi. Welcome to the worst day of my life. My name is Cherish.
Hi, I'm Megan.
I was going to tell you this lovely gift bag of weed.
Yeah.
Is from who I will lovingly nickname on the podcast, the Weed Queen of Lewis County.
Yeah.
Who I thought I was the Weed Queen of Lewis County.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Whoa.
No. This is the same person that remember those capsules of 150 milligrams of THC? Mm-hmm. Those are homemade by this person.
Damn.
And she uses those regularly. They still didn't do anything for me.
Wow.
I know. I can't. I think I just can't be affected by
no
THC anymore.
Well, yeah.
Period.
I mean, I definitely can, so I don't know what has happened to you.
I don't know. But she grows her own wheat and does her own strains. The last ones she had Disney villain nickname or names. These ones don't, but they were free.
Yeah.
She came and dropped them by and said she'd like to know what we think about them.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So really focus, okay? Focus on the how it makes you feel.
Okay.
We'll see how it does for podcasting, because if it's a huge downer, then maybe we just won't use it for podcasting anymore. Right,
which I have taken a couple puffs of what I found, and for me was not a downer.
Oh, good.
But if anything, made me giggle and laugh a lot more at some of the movies that I'm have going on in my life via Kenny Lane.
Studying for his podcast?
Well, no, he just watches terrible, kind of any doesn't matter what year the terrible movie came out, but mainly it does seem to be more 70s, 80s action, maybe some 90s comedy type things that I find to be kind of cheesy,
right?
And a lot of times just very misogynistic, or old school, just racist remarks and things like that, where it's you get that it's, the time that these movies were released, that was normal for that decade or whatever. But it's still so cringy to hear, certain things, especially, being raised to not say things like that, or,
Well, I bet you don't have Disney Plus. I wouldn't expect that you would. But that streaming service that we use for the kids to watch all the Disney movies on, a bunch of the old Disney movies have disclaimers at the beginning that says hey, this was made in a different era,
right,
when it was more okay to say some of these terrible things that we said in this movie, but it's not okay anymore, basically, and we know that.
Yeah.
So just
right.
Watch this with caution or whatever.
Yeah.
And that disclaimer came up the other day when Sophie was watching Lady and the Tramp, and she was like, "What? Yeah. What is racist in Lady and the Tramp?" Mm-hmm. But it was the Siamese cats. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because
we are Siamese,
if you please. Ding ding ding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
But that because I couldn't think of it either, and then I was in the kitchen and I heard that song start, and I was like,
yeah.
that's it.
Right.
That's the racist part.
Yeah. I mean, I guess any of those, like, I guess people could take offense, like, for even, like, the Scottish Terrier, you know, if it's, like, you know, just the stereotype Scottish person, you know, well, dog, with a person voice. I don't know if I don't know if Scottish people get offended by that.
I think they get it.
But,
do you have anything that you want to talk about particularly?
oh, gosh.
If you don't, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because I was reminded of something.
Yeah, no, I'm fine to talk about if you've got something. I do not have anything.
Oh shoot! Which bag did I take that out of?
Oh shit!
I was supposed to keep
no.
track of how I felt about the weeds.
Oh no! Did you leave it one open? Did you leave? You zipped them both back up? Oh,
of course,
gosh.
I can't manage to close the baby formula, but I did this. I squeezed some air out of it, so I think it was the pound cake.
Okay. Okay. Pound cake kind of sounds a little startling, though. That sounds like...
Really?
Well, like
down.
Like, are we going to feel like we just ate a pound cake and we're just, like...
Gonna fall asleep?
Blobs
Maybe.
sinking into this bed? I mean, it'll be okay, because we'll, like, if that happens, we can always, tomorrow...
Maybe it'll get us really riled up and we'll be down to pound cake. Like...
Sorry. Oh, no. I already spilled something on your brand new clean bong water. Oh. Sorry, at least it's not on the white comforter. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. When you pull the carb out, slow down. You don't suck harder.
It's like really tickling my throat.
Sorry.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. We're going to try this one more time.
It's okay. I think longtime listeners know this about Megan, but she doesn't know how to properly take a bong rip.
No,
that was good.
That was controlled.
That was nice and smooth.
Here.
Good job. Beautiful.
Sorry, I didn't want to like give you like old.
That's okay.
Okay.
So, well, I was just reminded of something when I was at my parents' house today because I saw this terrible, horrible, awful picture of my brother and I.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen it. I took a picture of it. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll show it to you.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So this little,
Excuse me.
quote unquote, like old-timey picture of my brother and I.
Yeah.
So we're a little old for a posed picture like that. Would you?
It does.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, a little bit.
So my brother was probably 17. I was probably 15 or something. Mm-hmm. We were old. So I saw that picture on my parents' wall, and it's always embarrassing to look at because it's just like, oh God.
Yeah.
But
they probably love it.
that day was just especially terrible.
Oh no.
So we went to Kmart. It was a Kmart that was in Lacey, Washington back then.
Oh, that one that used to be on the corner of like...
Yeah, now it's a Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
We went there, and my mom had gotten like a gift certificate or something for these very specific type of, portraits. So she wanted pictures. It had been years and years since she'd gotten pictures of my brother and I because, we were teenagers. Yeah. So, all you get is school pictures. Yeah, that's what you get when you have teenagers. Sorry. Mm-hmm. So she brings us in there and she's like, I just want to get a portrait of you guys. And we're like, okay, fine. We'll sit for a portrait. It's no big deal. You get in there and there's like, it's all like, there's a backdrop and there's all these little like antique suitcases everywhere and little like, flower vases and stuff. And then there's this whole just costume rack full of like old timey clothes.
Like Victorian era. It looks kind of
like 20s.
Yeah. Or early 1900s.
Yeah. 1900s.
Yeah.
So, and back then I was such a tomboy. I was like a skateboarder. I was a drummer. I only wore, torn up jeans and shit. And like, I did not want to put on that dress. And like my mom made me put on that dress, made my brother put on that outfit. They smelled terrible. They smelled so gross. We get the cringy picture, whatever. That part's not that big of a deal. We're over it. It's fine. It sucked, but we change back into our clothes, and we go sit. I remember we were waiting for my mom to shop in Kmart, and we were sitting in the like snack bar thing complaining about how stupid that was, you know, and how embarrassing it was, and how now it's a picture, and now we're going to have it forever, and it's going to be in our lives forever. Yeah, we're in our 30s now, and it's still in our lives, and it still makes me cringe every time I look by it.
Yeah.
Every time I walk by it.
Yeah.
It makes me cringe. But we'd been waiting for so long that I got hungry, and I got some pizza, and I loved like cheese pizza with Parmesan and red pepper flakes like all over it. It's my jam at that point.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and was eating that, hanging out with my brother, bitching, and like rubbed my eye at one point, and I put red pepper flakes like in under my eyelid to where it started burning immediately.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get, it was such a flat like thing that was in there.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get it. Like I could not get it out. And I was like, I went in the bathroom, was just like rinsing my eye out, just frantically, like trying to get it out, like having people try to help me, and just like having them look in there even was so horribly painful. I know you know.
Yeah.
Eye stuff, but just it was just on fire. It hurt so bad. And I remember they finally got it out, and my eye was just fucked up looking for days after that. But I guess that was it, really. But I just it really sucked. I was really pissed. And then, you know, on top of that, I had to get just a stupid fucking picture.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, it's, I guess because the story behind that photo,
It makes the photo better, though.
yeah, it's a good conversation piece, but it is, I mean, if I had to do a photo like that with my brother, I'd be like so
Oh my God,
uncomfortable.
so awkward.
More so him, because I'm the older one in the bunch, but like kind of like sitting on his lap, sort of.
I mean, I get, yeah, that's what it
like-
looks like. I think his legs were
Hey, get out of there, you
off
scumbag.
behind me to
Yeah.
this side, and my legs are off this way, but it looks like I'm sitting on his lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
look like
terrible.
you're his child bride. I know that sounds really horrible. I don't know, I kind of regret saying it, but that's what immediately came to my mind.
That is kind of what it looks like. He looks a lot older than 17.
Well, and plus he's got that like whole that era of whatever, I guess, yeah, probably like Newsboys, like that movie Newsboys
Newsies.
thing, Newsies going on. And you just look like, you know, sweet, delicate flower from the country that just got like picked out of the field and
Oh my
is now
God.
being taken away.
I was so angry that I even had to take that picture.
Well, but just think of all the other pictures that you have, probably of that age, that you look polar opposite. So it's just like this one rare gem. I kind of feel like
My
that.
mom loves it.
Yeah, no, I kind of feel like that's how. I'm sure you've seen it, because I think it's been on various, like hung on different people's refrigerators. But that one of me where I'm like way too old to be in the ballet tap dance class or whatever, and I was wearing the Hawaiian outfit. Have you seen that one?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or my mom had just given me a perm and cut my hair super short so that it would resemble her hair. And she was like always putting me in like outfits that she would wear, like strange, like Stevie Nicks meets, I don't know, Apollonia from Purple Rain type outfits. Like she's always wearing, you know, I don't know. My mom always has kind of had her own style. Stanley, get away from that window, you bad boy. It's not funny. Quit laughing and smiling. It's not funny. But yeah, that one. But I'm in that picture where that one is the same kind of like cringe effect, because I was like the oldest and tallest person in that dance class. And then like the thing, like the top, she'd put all this like really bad makeup on me, but then the top that was supposed to be covering my like young child nipples was just like falling down. And then that grass skirt look, and I'm just like trying to do a pose, and I'm like the awkward age where you're skinny and missing some of your teeth, and you're just not cute at all. It's like that gawky,
Yeah.
whatever gawky age
10.
that is. Yeah. And I hate that picture, and it's still like there's I don't know how many, like there's tons of copies of it. And somehow, like, I've ended up with, like, all of them.
I think you can send me a copy of it to put on the Instagram.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's, like, as uncomfortable, I think that was the most uncomfortable I've ever felt in, like, having to get, like, a weird professional photo, like, for the dance class. But luckily, nobody did that to my brother and I.
Yeah.
Oh, is it time for something? Mm-hmm. Is it time for, like, maybe, like, dinner or something? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Hold on. I have to excuse myself to feed. Loud. Okay.
We'll take a little break so that we don't have to listen to Stanley eating his dinner. Oh my god, that movie that Kenny was watching last time I was at your house. The lady in the elevator.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no, Lady in a Cage.
Oh, Lady in a Cage. Yes.
Oh my god.
I was not paying attention to that very much because I was, like, I think very stoned.
I wasn't either. So then it was like every few minutes you look. It's this rich woman. It's this movie from like the early 60s, I think.
Looked like that, yeah.
And this rich woman is in her 2-story home and going up the elevator and the power goes out.
Gosh.
And she's stuck in a cage, suspended 9 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
But when I read that it was 9 feet above the ground, like there's definitely a part in that movie where the doors are open and she has a chance to like get out and go and run because there's like bad guys in the house too and they're robbing everyone or I don't know what's going on. But it's only 9 feet from the ground, but she's standing there and she's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh. Remember that? She's like
so
leaning up
overly
against,
dramatic.
she like goes
Yeah.
up to the edge and then runs back to the wall. But it's 9 feet.
Yeah, it
You
had
could dangle your ass and let go at 9 feet easily.
Yeah. But they wanted her to look like this, like, this, like,
She was too rich to dangle.
yeah, and she's, like, probably, like, the femme fatale that needs... Did he just fart?
Yes.
I love it when he does that. It's so funny because it's, like, so human-sounding.
He surprised himself.
Meh. Are you farting?
What do you need, Stanley? Because if you're going to sit here and cry the whole time, like, we're going to have a problem.
He wants to go outside and play with Banjo.
Banjo is not out there. So...
He probably wants to play with Merm, too, but he knows he can't play with Merm anymore because he can't go into the backyard because of the chickens. I'm sorry, you can never play with Merm again.
You guys can go play in the garage.
You want to play with your Merm in the garage? Okay, Stan. Maybe I'll throw him out there and we'll take another break.
Yeah, that's fine. We can take as many breaks as we want. It's only 8 o'clock in the PM.
PM. Holy shit, Cherish. Where did you get that really cute strawberry pipe?
I got it at shopcanastyle.com.
What is that?
It is this beautiful website where you can get the cutest pipes, bongs, smoking accessories ever. They've got things that look like cactuses. They've got pipes that look like cherries and flowers and berries and celestial themed things, stuff with mushrooms on it. It's all just really super adorable.
Whoa.
And if you use promo code The Worst Day of My Life in all caps, you get 10% off. Go to shopcanastyle.com, use our promo code, and get yourself something cute.
Yeah, or something cute for somebody you love. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Megan.
Yeah, what's up, Cherish?
Oh, hey, have you heard about Anchor by Spotify?
No.
Well, geez, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Whoa. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free.
What?
Yeah.
When hosting on Anchor, you can also distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Wow. You should download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Young plants have edible tops and leaves used in salads or in stir fry as a spring vegetable. If finely chopped, it can also be used in sauces. Let me see it though. Yeah. These things. Those.
Yeah.
Purple dead nettle. But yeah, a lot of people put them in like salads and stuff. But
Wow. I thought of like if the two of you disagreed about an edible plant, I was gonna believe him. Sorry. I'm sorry.
it's okay, but I was right and he was wrong.
You know.
But you can eat it. But you want to maybe be careful with eating too much because I guess it sounds like J and H ate some and got really bad diarrhea. Because it can have a laxative effect for some.
Well, you better not eat any then.
I know.
So, I've been like designing merch stuff for way too long. I think because I want I want to get better at it, and as I'm getting better and happier with the things I'm making, and then I'm like, okay, this is good enough to go. I'm just,
Yeah.
I just don't want to put out a bunch of garbage.
Yeah.
Just because we want some kind of merch out there. And also, I'm kind of to the point now where, like, I've made a bunch of products, and I have a bunch of things that are ready to go onto a website, and I have to make a website. And that's where I'm like, ugh, I don't feel like making a website right now. So it's just gonna,
Yeah.
that's just where I'm at. But I'm designing things, and I'm making products, and they're gonna be available at some point someday.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm very excited about this.
Look at this one that I made today. I'm so happy.
It's already looking nice.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I like that. I like those rainbow colors. It's like all the best colors.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what our, like, that's the other things. I'm trying to figure out our, like, colors, our, like, branding, Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking all this, I think we both like this kind of, like, retro 70s stuff.
Yeah.
And this is the color palette that I've made from all the, like, 70s things, but I mostly just use, like, this stuff right up here.
Yeah.
But,
I like it.
yeah, I think that's cute. Because I was going to go all, like, dark and, like, death and, like, the worst day of my life.
Yeah.
But really, like, I don't know. I just like the retro stuff. I feel like it fits us more, and we both like that style, and it kind of conveys that this whole podcast isn't a bummer.
Yeah. No.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're fun.
So much fun.
No, I know. It hasn't been fun yet today. We'll get there.
Hey, I'm having fun.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just glad to be just kind of getting out again. I like getting out of town. Not that I don't like or appreciate my town, but I do very much like it here, and I like it other places too. And so I've been kind of like wanting to go out more beyond my little area.
I feel like both of us have had so many things going on in our personal lives lately. And there are things that we, like, can't even talk about.
Yeah.
Or don't want to talk about.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
No.
But I just realized I have, like, some really gross, like, bulging vein in my hand.
That's cute.
Like a grandma, like when your veins start bulging out and you just, like, end up with, like, bulgy vein hands. Yeah, no, it's, I don't know. Like, there's definitely been some
things going on that are still of the bummer category. But like I feel like I can only talk about it so much. Like I kind of was explaining to Dave like what was going on more in depth.
Yeah.
Like kind of feeling like telling the whole story again of like what's been going on.
No.
And then I was just like, okay, that's pretty much, that's
good.
all I can do of
Yeah.
talking about that right now.
I totally
Yeah.
understand that.
But, yeah, I don't mean to be so vague, but anyway, yes, a lot of these things that it seems like we talk about are things that happened to us like long, long ago. But we hadn't really ever, like, I don't feel like we talk a lot about things that are currently going on.
No, let's not do that. That's
Gosh. Still working through some things, so later we can come back and talk about it and hopefully laugh about.
In a few years, we are going to crack up so hard about all the bullshit.
Yeah.
The terrible... No, we're not going to crack up about it.
Yeah, I don't
still.
think I'm like, actually,
No,
I don't think I'm gonna crack up. But we'll at least be able to say, like, whoa, that was a crazy time. Like, all this shit was going on all at this particular time. And also when it seems like the weather has just been, like, really hesitant to become consistently warm and sunny. Like, I'm glad it's starting to kind of have more days like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm very much ready. And I'm usually not, like, a typical, like, bitcher of Washingtonian nature of the bad weather or the rain and like freaking out about, you know, like fucking stop raining. Like, you know, I don't freak because I moved here because also I love the rain and I don't ever want to not like, and also just appreciate the fact that the rain is why it's just like green and lush and we have rainforests and all this stuff here. So it's kind of like you have to take, you know, one to have the other. But I have been finding myself like lately. I'm just like, oh no, it's like raining again. Like it's just like going to work. It's just sort of like extra draggy.
It was nice today. It was nice yesterday.
Yeah.
I went on a motorcycle ride today. And
Oh.
it was so nice.
Yeah, that sounded like so much fun. If it would have been able to happen.
It's okay. I'll bring you sometime.
Yeah.
But I went on my own. I went and visited my little tiny horse friends.
Yeah. Oh.
I love them so much. They make me so happy.
Yeah. They're really cute.
Really cute. That's the next thing that this place needs. We need a mini horse. Mm-hmm. Or two.
Yeah.
Mini horse and a mini donkey.
Yeah. Yeah. Those, well, I don't know like how minis do, but a lot of times people will have like a donkey like as a horse friend, like so they don't get like or like a goat or you know something like if
They
you
protect-
can't have like another
Yeah, they protect everybody too from predators.
yeah and I love donkeys. I don't know, I think the last time we hung out was after we got back from Squim because that was remember I was talking about sassy lady dog boarding, but
Yes.
yeah, but I was also, did I tell you about how like we stopped to feed the donkeys really quick?
No.
We like drove around. I really wanted to like go show Kenny where the Olympic game farm was. Mm-hmm. And on that same road, that if you take it down, you know, like on the left-hand side, if you're heading like what would be northeast on that road, it would be on your left, which would be northwest.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm totally turned around but anyway.
It does not
If
have to be
you-
accurate. I
okay.
don't care.
If you're heading towards the city, the main part of the city is on the left-hand side. There's long fence, and in there is like these donkeys. They're not miniatures per se, but they're some kind of smaller like donkey where they're like huskier than I think I've seen. Like
Cute.
Yeah, they seem like fluffier, but also could just be the climate. But I don't know. They just seem they almost have like almost like zebra stripes on them. Like they're I don't know. There's this breed of horse that has like kind of zebra stripes, but it's just like still there from like back I guess back while they were before you know they were like evolving into like where horses are at now. They used to be like striped with like a dorsal stripe down like their back. And so, but these donkeys kind of had that on their legs. So I'm kind of wondering if it's some kind of special
Weird.
breed, but they're so cute and fuzzy. And I've stopped by to see them before, and we didn't really have great snack options, but we just like slammed on the brakes.
What did you feed them?
I was looking at them. I was looking for them, and then I was like, finally saw them, and we like stopped, got out of the car, and I think Kenny, what was he eating? I'm trying to think of like,
What
we gave him
did
like a
you
cookie
feed
or
them?
something. It was like a cookie. It was like a cookie or like a, what was it? It was something sweet. And then we saw like a car like coming. We were in the middle of the road. Like we didn't pull over to the side or anything. And then we had to like run, jump back in the car and like speed off. Like it looked like we were like doing like up to no good. But damn it, what did we give that donkey? I don't know. It'll come to me like probably like 3 hours from now.
Hopefully it wasn't expired gluten-free
No.
pancake mix.
No, but I figured it'll be okay. I mean, I used to growing up, would feed my horse like French fries, and she actually ate a corn dog one time, which was kind of weird because I cut off like meat but she pulled it off like the stick while I wasn't looking. She like put her horse lips around it and then pulled it off the stick and ate it. But
Yeah,
she
you can't
liked
help
junk
that.
food. Yeah,
Of
she was
course.
really, I trained her how to drink like soda from a can. Or I'd like put the like soda in her and she would like lift her
Oh
head.
my god!
Get
There's
the soda
no
out.
way that is good for a horse.
No, it's not. But I was like a teenager and she was, I was just like not following probably proper horse care guidelines.
So
So I'd give her, but she lived for a long time. It was
good.
healthy.
okay, so I thought we could consult our lists again if you want. If you don't
Oh, yeah.
know what to talk about. I have a couple more
Okay.
theme park related things. If
Oh yeah,
you
I like
have
the
any.
theme park. I don't know.
didn't you get banned from
Oh yeah,
Disneyland?
Yes.
Why?
Well, there were several reasons, but we had gone on a field trip. Well, it was like I think it was like our 8th grade trip, like in junior high.
Whoa!
Yeah. Like they actually thought it was a good idea to take a bunch of crazy hormonal, like 13, 14-year-old, like teenagers from Tucson, Arizona, all the way to Disneyland. We went to Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh my god!
And like it was total mayhem, and probably why they stopped doing that, if they did, which I'm sure they probably did after that trip.
After you got
Yeah. But there was like several things that happened that were just like really bad from the get-go. Even just like on the bus ride, there was my cousin John and his friend Paul were like really naughty.
Mm-hmm.
Have I ever gone into detail about like my cousin John?
No.
Okay.
Go for it.
So I guess I feel like I have to backtrack to why John was like just, I don't know, he comes up in various things of like bad doing in my youth or whatever a lot because
influence.
he was kind of a bad influence, yeah. But I was also just really curious and wanted to be badly influenced.
Right.
So I was like all about like wanting to know what his deal was because I wanted to be bad too.
So cool to be bad.
Yeah.
I want to be bad.
Well, yeah, like, okay, so there's the year that I lived with my grandma and grandpa when I was in 1st grade.
Yeah.
I was like around 7. And I was living with my grandparents, and then I was going to the elementary school that they both worked at. Which actually, I think at the time my grandpa didn't work there at that time. I think it was just my grandma. My grandma worked at the elementary school as a little cashier woman for, I think, like, I want to say 26 years of her life.
Wow.
Yeah, she loved kids. She loved working there. There was, like, adults that would come back and see her and, like, said that, like, she made an impact in their lives and they, like, loved her and, Yeah, she was really, my grandma was a very, very sweet lady.
Grandma would have raised you your whole life.
Well, she was pretty bomb. According to my mom, though, she was not like that kind of mom when she was growing up, which is, I guess, probably entirely possible. Mm-hmm. You know, like...
People change.
Right. And sometimes maybe it even just takes the experience to, like, become a different person later on in life.
Totally.
But I'm glad I got the version of her that I did, if there was another.
Yeah.
Because to me, she was like this, you know, she could do no wrong. She's just like this angelic being. But she did really love kids and working at that elementary school. And so she had told me, like, from the get-go, I saw a boy sitting on the stage, because in the cafeteria, there was, like, it was also served as, like, the auditorium.
Yeah.
So it had a stage. And when kids would get in trouble, like, they would have to go sit on the stage as, like, punishment. It was, like, their timeout or whatever. So I would frequently see John, my cousin John, my grandma pointed out, that's your cousin, and I want you, like, I forbid you to hang out with him. Like, she even referred to him as a weasel, which, like, for my grandma, it was just, like, really, like...
Naughty.
Yeah, it was like a... Whoa. Like, she called him a weasel. She was the kind of, like, she was always, like, threatening to shake her fist at people. Like, that was, like, her big threat. Like, I'm gonna shake my fist at you, young man. Like, that was, I don't know. Like, she didn't really cuss or anything like that.
Cute.
Well, except for, well, those are other stories. But, so she forbid me to hang out with my cousin John. Said he was trouble. So that just, like, intrigued me.
Yeah.
But I never said anything to him. And then I moved back to California for, you know, the remainder of the time until my family entirely moved from, like, California to Tucson when I was 12.
Okay.
And then I just so happened to end up in the same junior high. And then I saw my cousin John. Mm-hmm. And we had, like, a class or something together. And he was even more, like, naughty and mischievous than ever. And he was, like, all, you know, like, just looked like he had that twinkle in his eye. And plus he was hilarious. He was like the class clown. Everybody loved him. He was very popular. And I was like, wrote him a note and I was like, hi, I'm your cousin, Megan. And then he was like, no, you're not. And then I started telling him, like, who my, you know, family members are. And he's like, holy shit, like, we're cousins. So then we became, like, inseparable. Like, and just, he was a little bit more advanced, you know, in experience than I was. So he was, like, my first, you know, like, the first person to, like, get me stoned or I think give me a beer. And and then my friend Julia, like, we just became, like, really naughty. And, like, like, we were just, like, I guess, hoodlums.
Yeah.
And and of course, you know, my grandma did not like that at all.
Of course. Did she shake her fist at you?
Yeah, she was very unhappy about that. And, like, I don't know, I think, like, a lot of the trouble that I was ending up getting in was, and we also went to the same high school, so there was just, like, this went beyond. But he was on the trip to California for our 8th grade trip, and he would do some weird things with his cousin Paul. And if I say this, it's probably going to sound really a lot worse than it really was, but they would do this thing where it was called butt juice. And, like, if you were the victim, you got pinned down, and, like, one of them, like, usually Paul would hold the person down, and then John would pull his pants down and put his, like, butthole basically on your nose and then be like, butt juice, and, like, wiggle around. It was kind of like the era when, like, guys were, like, putting their wieners around their wrists and calling it, like, skin, like, what time is it? Skin 30. Like, shit like that, or, like, trying to make them look like they have a vagina when they have, you know, just, I don't know.
Do I have bubble gum down here?
Yeah.
Can you see?
Right, exactly. Shit like that. So it was definitely weird, but, you know, like, it was just part of the fun.
That's normal junior high shit.
So, of course, I got, like, butt juiced in the middle of the aisle on the bus that we took.
Of course you got butt juice.
And then somebody, which this was so dumb, like whoever did this, we had like pizzas and stuff. They brought us like pizzas and boxes, and some dickhole, which I don't think we ever figured out who, could have been my cousin John, I don't know, but like clogged the toilets where they overflowed, and so like sewer water
On the
from
bus?
the bus. Yeah, while we're in the bus, somebody clogs the toilet, not realizing that we're all going to get covered in shit and urine and toilet paper because like we're on a bus. Like so it, flooded the bus. So that was like happening.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
All kinds of stuff. Like we were supposed to do like co-ed rooms, and my friend Julia and I,
idea.
yeah, we managed to like, I think, hide in cousin John and his friend Paul's room, where they went around, I think, from like the outside and were like taping, so they'd know if like we opened, if we like tried to leave the hotel room. They had it like taped, like the door sealed. So I feel like my memory is really bad, but I do somehow remember, I think, us trying to like hide out in there, and then
Wait, you mean so it was not supposed to be co-ed, so it was supposed to be girls in girls' rooms, boys
I
in
said
boys'
that wrong.
rooms.
Yeah, no, we were supposed to be separated.
Got it.
Not co-ed.
Okay.
Sorry, I made that totally.
Yeah, because I was like,
difficult to
that seems like a
follow
really
along.
bad idea to put high schoolers in co-ed rooms.
No, that was just a stoner moment. But yeah,
It's
no.
okay.
So we were supposed to be separated, and they were keeping tabs on that by taping the door shut, so that if somebody tried to exit, the tape seal would be ruined, and they would know that we tried to escape. So anyway, we were just doing bad stuff all over the place. I think they had a lighter, and if I vaguely remember, like John doing something really gross, like taking off his sweaty sock and getting it wet and holding a lighter to it, and just
Ew.
made this horrible stench. And then would like try to like shove it in like my mouth, like we got in a fight with like these dirty, stinky socks. Just stupid stuff. Anyway, so yeah, we went to the Disneyland. We're creating more problems, but I mean the whole reason why we got thrown out and then told that we were never allowed to return, I don't think they were that serious about it, because they didn't like, I mean, how are you going to figure that really out? They didn't take like fingerprints, or we were,
They have your face.
well, they have like my 13-year-old face.
Yes.
Or 14 or whatever the hell age I was. But anyway, we were on that one really slow ride. It's like almost like a tramish type thing, but not like where you go through all like the behind the scenes. Like, have you ever been on that one? It's like very
it's like
slow.
It's like a train, but slow.
Super slow. It goes behind like some of the rides, I think, and different features, so that you're getting the like behind the scenes look at Disneyland. And it's very boring, especially if you're that age, and like it's supposed to be like educational. And so this guy that I went to school with, which is a whole nother gross story, he decides to like get off the ride while it's in motion, like in some area, and was like seen on camera. And then, but we were all on the ride, so we were basically just all guilty by association. But he had tried to like, I think he was wearing a sweatshirt, so he tried to like get rid of his sweatshirt, like get rid of the evidence, so that he looked like he was a totally different guy with a shirt underneath or something like that. So, but I mean, it was pretty dangerous, because I feel like he was just, balancing on like the train track and then like making his way, just being a jerk. And so yeah, we got, I can't even believe that anybody would have ever thought taking us on that trip was ever a good idea. Like, people probably got pregnant on that trip. Like, people, I don't know, like almost died on that trip. We probably got like exposed to weird shit from shit water.
Well, yeah, and the butt juice.
Yeah, butt juice. Oh, God.
All of the different forms of butt juice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean this.
You're fine.
out real quick. This is the guy.
Oh, that's a good.
He's a good guy.
It's a good looking guy.
Pokey master.
Did I tell you that my doctor finally prescribed me like medicine for ADD or ADHD or whatever?
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm gonna try the like what is it called? Non-stimulant one. I am kind of nervous about it though, just because of the side effects don't ever sound promising, especially when he's like, yes, he's like, and one of the side effects is going to be, sometimes like sexual dysfunction.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool, great. I already have a problem with sexual dysfunction from my antidepressant, like anti-anxiety medication. Now am I just going to be like a dried up spider web pussy or whatever? It's like where it's just like crumbs are going to like fall out of it. It's just so old and tired and dry. Yeah, like blow it off, like the dust off. So I was like, okay, that doesn't sound cool. Nor does like the nausea or the vertigo that my brother described. He didn't know that it caused that, but was experiencing that when like getting up, and it was lasting for like several minutes. So it really was freaking him out. But I had already kind of gone and read like the side effects, even though I sometimes think that's a bad idea.
Yeah. So what I think in mental health treatment, you have to go into it understanding that there might be side effects, and usually there are things that fade once your body gets used to being, I don't know if it's for every medication, but personally what I've experienced in mental health medications and getting side effects, it'll last for a few weeks, especially certain ones that I had to read about where they were like, just stay on it. Don't give up.
Right.
It will get better.
Yeah.
And then it does finally. But the first little bit, you have to kind of expect to feel kind of shitty.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I'm at the point where I asked him to be on it because I would like to be able to focus and concentrate and maybe like actually earn a degree entirely. Yes. Like complete
I want
something.
that for you. Like every time I've heard you just talk about like equine therapy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just know it's something that like you've always talked about.
Yeah. Except for recently when I just like kind of felt like I'd given up on that.
Really?
Like,
what do you want?
As I get older. I don't know. It's just like as I go, not that I've given up on the passion about it. It's just like the desire to like, it was easier for me to get like so excited and passionate about and having the energy to do what it would take so many years ago. And it's like, as I'm getting older and like more and more tired and like imagining myself really trying to like haul ass through school. Like, it's not that I don't want to do it, but it's just so exhausting, especially not having good attention span or focus or concentration. And if anything in my life goes off path, which we know has happened
Occasionally,
it's like all of a sudden, like for instance, like when I was in school the last time, I was actually doing really, really well, like from the start. Like I mean, it was taking a lot to, like having to read a paragraph after over and over and over again to like retain something. But like finally I was doing well, and I even finally passed like my algebra class, and then tragedy happened, and then it was like I could not concentrate.
No.
Like I could not sit during class and think about anything else other than what was going on.
Yeah.
And it was like everything was just like the Peanuts, like when you hear that's like murmur, murmur, murmur. It's like everything's entering, like nothing's going in, and then I failed I ended up failing and losing my financial aid, and I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to keep doing that.
Right.
But things can happen in life where you are
tragedy
like,
keeps striking.
Yeah, and like throw on these curveballs just when you think like everything's going smoothly for the most part, and you stupid, dumb things that are like really petty in the grand scheme of the world, like freaking out about not getting a washer and dryer. That if that's my only problem at that moment, that seemed actually pretty good. But no.
Yeah.
So it's like, then I'm back at work, not being able to focus. Then I can't concentrate. It takes me like 2 to 3 times more longer for me to get like any of like tasks done because I walk so many yards and then I'm like, fuck, what was I walking over here for? And then I'll get somewhere else and I'll be like, shit, I totally forgot this item.
Yeah.
And then everything like going back and forth. And then like ping ponging all over the place, like going from like starting a task and then getting distracted and being like, oh, damn it, I need to go do that. And then like, oh shit, seeing something else. Okay, I got to go do that. Like the squirrel. So yeah, like it seems like the possibility of having like doing something like taking a medication for this issue does seem to outweigh the potential for the period of time that sounds like negative side effects, and I'm willing to give it a go. But I also am kind of nervous just because for whatever reason, like it seems like a lot of medications, and I know this is just for anybody, like will affect me in a completely like insanely polar opposite way of what they're intended.
Right.
Like the medication that he had given me for like PTSD nightmares is supposed to be like really effective and just put people to sleep like a little baby.
It gave you like extra.
It gave me nightmares on steroids, like the weirdest fucking shit. And I told him that, and he was like baffled. He was like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Wow!" He's like, "I'm sure this is possible, you know," but he's like, I've just not heard that one before. I'm going to have to look more into that. And I was like, well, it's definitely, like, I've definitely given it, you know, the good college, you know, try. I, like, took it as completely as prescribed. And I remember that happening to me, like, years ago on the same one and being tripped out by it because I was like, what's wrong with my brain that this is supposed to be, like, making me not have horrific nightmares, and now I'm having, like, 10,000 times more like horrific nightmares that are just so realistic and creepy. And like something's always like stalking or trying to murder me. Like I'm always like running from something or trying to escape something.
Fuck, I'm so
like,
glad I don't have dreams like that. And I straight up have like murder playing in my headphones while I'm asleep.
Yeah.
And I'm just snoozing like a babe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even have to be watching murder or not watching murder. I could be watching like a
Comedy?
and then have some weird murder dream.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah. Well, like I remember being so freaked out like when moving to Washington in the first place because I just knew of the list of various colorful people that have historically come from Washington and like, you know, the serial killer realm.
Yeah.
Or just whatever. It always seemed like some interesting folks. Like the guy that has like sexual relationship with his car. Like that was like his like fetish, I guess, was his car.
The horse fucker guy
Yeah,
is
the
from
horse
here.
fucker guy, yep.
Is from Washington as well.
Yeah. And just a lot of just whatever. And so already being freaked out about being murdered anywhere, I was even more afraid of being murdered here. Huh. So I wouldn't go to like the park, or I'd try to go to the park, but I wouldn't get out of the car, just drive to the parking lot and sit there and think about how wonderful it would be to walk around the park. But then all I could think about was, you know, being murdered. So I was like, get freaked out and just drive away.
I do that anyway.
Yeah. But I remember going to like Fry Cove Park and it being just this beautiful day. And I think I even had those white like daisies out in the like field. And I actually was there with a person by the name of Heather. And she and I like walked around the trail and then we came back and we'd just been talking about something. And I think I was like in front of her and I saw this, what appeared to me, I thought it was a woman from behind. That long hair, like really long, beautiful, like silver hair. And then these no top, which was, I was like, huh, are they just like a naturist and like, or, you know, like a, what's the word?
Hippie boob lady?
Yeah. Or like, the term for it. But anyway, so, and they were wearing these sort of like Daisy Duke jean shorts that were cut, like where they kind of made them like a, not a full blown thong, but like those half cheek like it was cut up half the cheek.
Oh.
And it was like bulbous.
So the bottom
butt
of the butt
cheeks.
cheeks were hanging out of the shorts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was very toned. And then I just saw this big gut. So I was like, oh, it's like a pregnant lady. Maybe she's doing a photo shoot. Like I was trying, in my mind, I was trying to make sense of it all. And then I got like fully to like around to where I could see the front.
Yeah.
And I had a look, and I looked, and it was this man with this giant beard. Like it was like as long as his hair, this like long beard, and like I think maybe even like maybe balding on the top or something, and he's just like staring like up into the trees.
What the fuck?
And it creeped me out so bad. I was so freaked out, and he wasn't really like doing anything. He was just standing with his arms crossed, like staring.
With his butt cheeks hanging out of his...
hanging out of those tiny like jean shorts. They were like cut. Like I wish I could draw a picture so I could show you. But I think you get the idea. They were like cut, you know, like that. And that was when you showed me the guy in the overalls is like made me think about this guy.
Dungaree tits.
And a short time later, I think it was like maybe like a week or two, because I've never seen this person before.
Yeah.
I never have seen them again, except for this same person named Heather, which I'm not, you know, Heather's just Heather. I don't think she'll mind if I'm telling the story, but, you know, I'm not telling the story of who her last name is. But anyway.
Nobody cares if you say that.
Nobody cares. Okay. Well, anyway, she sends me a picture, like via text message or something, or Messenger, or one of the two, of that guy. He was shopping at the mall in the Victoria's Secret, and he was wearing the same shorts outfit.
Was he wearing a shirt, though?
I can't remember, and now I feel like I need to try to find that picture. It could have been a Messenger picture.
So she saw him with you that first time?
And
then
we were like super freaked out. What the fuck? And then, but never saw him again. Or whatever, I don't know. It was really bizarre. I've never seen that man again, but it was just like I was certain after I saw him and him just staring into the trees that he was like some serial killer, like wanting to kill me. Because I was like so long ago.
I bet you he was on acid watching the leaves like move in the wind.
Yes, probably.
I bet you that's all it was.
Yeah, and since then I have gone back to that park and walked around it by myself.
Don't do shit like that. Why do you do that?
Well,
that's how you get murdered.
I know, but now I have Stanley, and I feel less inclined to get murdered with Stanley.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if somebody was trying to like harm me, Stanley would come unglued. Because I saw him try to kill Kenny that one time when we first started dating, and he was like trying to tell a dramatic story where he was like, you know, pretending like he was like doing like, you know,
pushing someone.
Yeah, like to tell a story and emphasize it. And he was like, he was doing this and this. And he was like, and then Stanley, who I didn't even think was paying attention whatsoever, because, you know, he gets like on a scent, or he's just like, he won't listen to you. He all of a sudden just turns around and just comes flying, and he knocks, like he goes and starts like jumping on Kenny, trying to like knock him down. He just grabbed him by his shirt and was trying to pull him down to the ground.
God.
It was like a scary moment. I had to keep telling him like, no, buddy, it's okay. Like he wasn't trying to hurt me. Like, nice, Kenny's nice.
I mean, I would be proud of Stanley, except for the fact that he's totally tried to kill you as well. So it's not like he...
Yeah. Well,
like he's a good boy.
I'm hoping that when he tried to kill me that one time, that it was really just because he was like super hormonal, like still like a young dog, and was still like, I think sometimes he thinks, probably because of the way that we treat him, and Cesar Milan would not approve. But he thinks that he thinks that we're all in the same pack.
Yeah.
Like, and he somehow, of course, as he probably should, I guess, thinks that he's definitely the alpha of the pack. And so when we go out and he tries to I think he's trying to initiate play with me, you know, like he would another dog. But that's when he comes like running like full speed and then just like knocks me over.
Yeah, that's not cute.
No, I know it's not cute. He's getting better about it, though. I just have to work on it with him.
Yes.
Because we don't get a lot of opportunities to to regularly work on it enough that, like, it sticks very well.
That's the thing.
Like, it has to be certain...
dogs, you have to do it all the time.
Right. It has to be, like, certain, like, conditions. He has to actually do it. Like, but lately I've been, like, doing better with, like, my boundary setting with him. Just... Unfortunately, I had to like kind of whack him on his bum with the leash one day when he was trying to like do his like where he'll start like circling you, like your prey, and he's gonna come murder you.
Yeah.
I had to like get him out of that drive. Like he just goes into these like weird. I mean, I think it's just common, probably for his breed, and then not having a owner that like knows how to really 100% deal with that those breed
Wow.
behaviors.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, a lot of people will mention, especially like different. I'm on like a couple of different groups
Yeah.
that are for like Dobermans, like training techniques or different health issues that they can have, because he's pretty much mostly Doberman of his. He's just like whatever, a little bit of that other uncle that boned his mom.
Oh, okay.
But he was like, I think his DNA would be more, but he does have a lot of like characteristic or like traits of a Doberman.
Yeah.
And they can be kind of like a handful, especially because they're like stubborn, and then, you know,
They need a job.
they need a job. Yeah.
So, should we wrap this bitch up?
Thanks so much for listening. If you happened to, you can email us at the worst day. The worst day podcast. No,
Wait, oh no. Okay.
the worst day podcast at gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram, the worst day of my life.podcast. Join our Facebook group. It's wonderful. Just called the worst day of my life. And just remember that it could always be worse.
It could
So good.
always be worse.
Always. And we'll
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye bye.